Okay, question 1 is a pattern question. Remember when you see this, you just need to find the pattern. Okay, so for the first one, 1 plus 2 plus 1 equals to 4. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals to 9. Then they already give you 4 is 2 square and 9 is 3 square. Okay, it's quite easy to see that this is just a middle number, then you square. So for the question, 1 plus 2 plus 3 all the way to 50, then plus 49 all the way to 1. Just need to find the square of the middle number, which is now 50. So that's why it's 50 square. Okay, question 2. Angles A, B, C, D is in the ratio of 1, 2, 3, 4. Determine the smallest angle. So the smallest angle will be the 1 unit. So in total, quadrilateral will have 360 degree and we have 10 units in total. So to find 1 unit, you just take 360 divided by 10. Okay? Then question number 3. This is the pie chart for visitors in zoo on a Sunday. Okay, so they have girls, boys, men and women. And then they say that the number of male and female are the same. And then the number of boys is 288. What is the total number of visitors who are not women? Not women means girls, boys and men. Okay, so in total, this one is 360 minus 48, give us 312 degree. So we just need to find how many percent are in 1 degree. Okay, so we just need to use this information over here. 144 degree is 288, so 1 degree is 2. So 312 degree will be 312 times 2, which is 624. Okay, question number 4. This type of question, we just need to find the ratio of the length, because for example this 48 and this 80 share a similar or equal length. Okay, so that means if the area is different, it will be affected by the length here. Okay, so that means this length is to this length will be 48 to 80, which is 3 is to 5, which means for this rectangle and this rectangle also share equal length over here or equal breadth. Okay, that means the area will be the same ratio, 3 is to 5. So if it's 45 here, A will be 27. Okay, question number 5. There's a typo there, it should be a tens digit. So more than 30 students participated in math competition. The full score is 100. And then Peter's score is not multiple of 10. Which just means that the last digit cannot be 0. And then the teacher accidentally swapped the digit. Okay, for example, Peter's score is AB, and then the teacher swap it to BA. And the error decreases the class average by 2. Okay, which means in the class there are 31 students, the average reduced by 2, that means the total reduced is 62. Same thing if the total number of students is 32, the average reduced by 2, that means the total reduced by 64, and so on and so forth, 36, 33 and 36, and so on and so forth. Okay, now from these two, we always need to change this to algebra form, okay, in terms of their value. So AB, the value is 10A plus B, BA, the value is 10B minus A. Okay, so that means the reduction from here to here will be 9A minus 9B. Okay, then if you want to factorize the 9, you have 9 times A minus B, which means that the reduction must be a multiple of 9. Okay, I can just see from here that everything is multiple of 9, so the reduction is multiple of 9. Then we just need to check from the reduction that we have over here, 62, 64 and 66. Any of this is multiple of 9? No. Okay, if no, then we have to continue. Okay, continue with 34, with 68, is this multiple of 9? No. 35, 70, is it multiple of 9? No. So 36, 72, is it multiple of 9? Yes. Okay, so that means now 9A minus B will be 72, so which means A minus B is 8. Okay, which give us only one option. A has to be 9 and B has to be 1. So total score of Peter is 91. Alright, question number 6, it will be a geometry question. So in this type of question, when you have a few or many identical rectangles combined into a figure, we need to find out what is the ratio, okay, of length and the breadth, okay, or you can express one length in terms of how many breadth. Okay, so in this case, since we see over here, this is one of the length of the rectangle, right? And it's also equals to 3 of the breadth. So now we have length 6 cm. That means the breadth over here will be 2 cm. Okay, so we need to find the perimeter of the figure in centimeter. You just need to find out the outline. Okay, so normally I'll just do it this way, okay, to be safe. But then in this case, since we know that this plus this is 6 plus 2 plus 2, the other side is also 6 plus 2 plus 2, so we have 10 plus 10, and here is 12. This plus this plus this is also 12. Okay, so we have 64. If you actually for the area just take 6 times 2 and then times how many rectangles are there. Right? Question 7. In the year of 2020, 612 students participated in math competition again. Okay, every year there will be a 20% increase. Okay, from 2018 to 2020. Okay, so that means there will be 2 years. So misconception is this, it's always from 100 to 120 to 140, or maybe 80 to 100 to 120. Sometimes you also do 60 to 80 to 100. Okay, this is not 20% increase. Okay, 20% increase means from 2018 to 2019. Okay, it was from 100 to 120%. Okay, it's not from 80 to 100, it's from 100 to 120. And then from 2019 to 2020 is also from 100% to 120%. Okay, so you want to express it in percentage. Okay, if you know how to do this, it will just be 100 to 120 into 120% of 120, which is 144. Okay, so if you are familiar with this, you can do it this way. If not, you can do step by step. 2020 is 120, then you find the 100% for 2019. Okay, then for 2019 to 2018, you do the same thing. 2019 is 120, you find 100% for 2018. Okay? Right, question 9 is just a path questions. Okay, we can solve this easily with addition. So remember, from B to C, there's 1 here and 1 here. Okay, so all the sides always write it as 1, and then 1 1, it will be 2 here, because this point I can go from here and here. Then this point will be 3, because I can go from here and here. Okay, after get to C, just need to do the same thing, but instead of 1 1, we do 3 3, because this point and go from this, so it will be 3, this point also 3, this one also 3 3 3. So we do the same thing. 3 plus 3 is 6 here, 6 plus 3 is 9 here, 3 plus 6 is 9 again, this is 18. Okay, this is 12, and this is 30. So just as simply as addition. Okay, question number 9. A and B run in a circular track. They start running together from the same point and in the same direction. Meaning, if someone were to catch up with the other one, okay, the distance they have to catch up is the whole circle. Okay, so now they said that any speed is 25% faster than pony. Again, 25% faster means it will be 125 to 100%. Okay, so simplest form, 5:4. And then after any run 1 km, she increased her speed by 20% and run for another 870 meters. Okay, so in this case, the question is not talking about the catching up. Okay, so rather they really give you the distance for any. Okay, so when they run in the same timing, okay, same direction, so the ratio of the speed will be the ratio of the distance. So the ratio of distance is 5:4. So if any run 1000, Bonnie will run 800. Okay, so now any increase the speed by 20%, meaning is 120 is to 100, 6 is to 5. So that means if the previous one she run at 5, now she will run at 6. Okay, so that means now the ratio is 6 is to 4 or 3 is to 2. Okay, so now 6 unit is 870, 4 unit is 580. Okay, so that means Bonnie ran 800 plus 580. Okay, sounds quite simple. Right, question 10. First digit of 5-digit number is 1. That means 1 A, B, C, D. Then it's moved to the last place, then become A, B, C, D, 1. Okay, the average of these two numbers is 20 to 19. Okay, so in this question, we always need to go back to what we have learned, right? When they give you average, you can find the total. So that means the total of these two numbers is 40438. Okay, but then there will be two ways that you can do this question. Okay, one way you can use algebra, like what you have done so far. Okay, 1 ABCD can convert it into 10,000 plus 1000A plus 100B plus 10C plus D. Okay, same thing for ABCD1, you can convert that into the value, okay, which is 10,000A plus 1000B plus 100C plus 10D plus 1. And then you find the total. Okay, I have this one. Everything is multiple of 11, okay, including the number over here. Okay, so when you divide by 11, you get 1000A plus 100B plus 10C plus 10D equals to 2767. So this is quite straightforward that A, B, C, D is supposed to be 2767. Okay. Okay, alternatively you can use this mathematics or cryptographic method. Okay, so just put down everything in a line. Then you can start with D. D will be a 7, so D here will be a 7, C will be a 6, and then we have 1 carry forward. Here is 6, 1, then B must be 7, then this 7, so A must be 2. Okay, question 11. In this kind of question, right, especially angle questions, try to find as many information as possible. So in this case, these two are the same. Just write down the angles. Okay, you can put it as X, or you can just do a different symbol as this one. Okay, this one is a Y. Then BAC is 68. Find angle BEC. So when I first see this BEC, right, I'm thinking of doing a triangle. Okay, triangle BEC minus this and minus this. But I think it's quite impossible to find this angle. Okay, so I have to change the method. Okay, what other things that I know about triangle? Okay, my favorite theorem or rules, right, would be the exterior angle of a triangle. So meaning when I have this A and this B, this exterior angle must always be A plus B. Okay, why? Because over here is 180 minus A minus B, and these two will be total up to 180. Okay, so in this case, I can say that 2x plus 68 will be equals to y. Okay, so that means y will be just 34 plus x. So once I get this 34 plus x, I can change this into 34 plus x. Okay, then I'll use the same method for this triangle now. Okay, this is y minus x. Okay, because x plus x plus angle BEC equals to angle y. Okay, so BEC will be y minus x, so that's why it will be equals to 34. Next, what is the average of 4-digit number that can be formed using 2, 3, 5, and 6 exactly once? Okay, in this question, you always need to observe that digit 2, 3, 5, and 6 repeated the same number of times in each of the place value. Okay, so for this example, there will be 24 numbers in total, and then each of 2, 3, 5, and 6 will be repeated 6 times. So in this case, I list out everything here. Okay, there will be 6 of 2 in the 1000 digits. Okay, and probably we will have 3, 5, and 6 also repeated the same amount of time. Okay, so in that case, just need to find 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6. Okay, then times 6 and divide by 24, or you can just simply divide by 4 since there are 4 numbers. Okay, so the average will be 4 for each of the place value. So that means the average for everything is 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, question 13. Abel's father drive him from the home to school for 30 minutes, but the mother can drive him 24 km per hour faster and get him to school 8 minutes earlier. What's the distance between the school and the home? Okay, this one quite straightforward. We need to find out the ratio of the time. Okay, because same distance, ratio of the time will determine the ratio of the speed. Okay, so in this case, the first case 30 minutes, the second case is 22 minutes to reach school. Okay, that means the time taken will be 15:11, which means the speed of the father is to the mother, it will be the opposite. Okay, 11 to 15. Then from here we can find that 4 units of the speed is actually 24. So 1 unit is 6 km per hour. Okay, then 11 units will be 66. Okay, we find this 11 units for the speed of the father. So you can multiply with the time, which is half an hour, to find the distance. Okay, number 14. The clock will be 3:34. Find the obtuse angle in the degree between hour hand and minute hand. Okay, obtuse angle will be here. Obtuse angle will be 90 to 180. Okay, this angle is called reflex. Okay, in this question, we will need to make use of the properties of the minute hand will always go 6 degree, and the hour hand will go 0.5 degree every minute. Okay, that means this will go 5.5 degree faster. Okay, then we check out at the o'clock before this hour. Okay, we always go back to the o'clock before the hour, so easier for us to check the movement. Okay, at 3 o'clock it will be 90 degree. Okay, minute hand is 90 degree behind the hour hand. Okay, so at 3:34, or from 3 to 34, the minute hand move 187 degree more than the hour hand, which means it will catch up the 90 and then got remainder of 97 degrees. That's why over here it will be 97 degree ahead of the hour hand. Okay, so the answer is 97. Okay, question 15. The sum of two different prime numbers is 90. Okay, in this case, since prime plus prime is even number, so the 2 prime must be odd. Okay, so there's no 2 as the prime number. It's odd and odd. And then the product is a 4-digit number. Find the largest possible value of this product. So in order to make the product as large as possible, I need the 2 prime numbers to be as close as possible to each other. Okay, so without further ado, just need to list out everything. Okay, for me this is the easiest. Okay, then you just need to find all the way up to slightly more than 50. Okay, because we know that if the total is 90, okay, the two numbers might be somewhere between 40 to 50, so you can stop at 50. Actually, you can also continue until 61, doesn't matter. Then we can find straight away that 47 and 43 will be total up to 90. Okay, so the answer will be 2021. Okay, or you can also take this and compare the answer, but we have the concept correctly. Difference between the two numbers must be the smallest, so we don't even need to check about this. Also 61 and 29, you can do it also to be what do you call that, the sum of 90. Okay, but the product will be smaller. Okay, question 16. Joel participated in the math contest. Section A is 3 marks, section B is 5 marks. Then Joel answered 8 more correctly in section A than section B. And then the total number is 80 marks. Okay. One glance, it can be a guess and check, but I don't think you should do guess and check because we know that Joel answered 8 more questions in A correctly than B. So we can minus that marks, okay, so that we have equal amount of 3 marks and 5 marks. Okay, and then after that we just do it in a set. Okay, in this question, just to minus 8 times 3, which is 24, from 56, from 80, so I get 56. Okay, 56 will be equal amount of 3 marks and 5 marks. That means if my one set is 8 marks, I will have 7 set. Okay, and then 7 set means that he will have 7 of 5 marks, okay, and then 8 more of the 3 marks. So that's how we get 22. Okay, question number 17. A boat traveled 120 km downstream at a constant speed, and it took the boat 6 hours. And then when we want to go upstream, it will take longer, 10 hours. Okay, that means the boat speed plus the stream or the current speed, okay, will be 120 divided by 6, which is 20 km per hour. And then the boat speed minus the stream speed, because it will take longer, right? 10 hours. It is 12 km per hour. Okay, so after you get these two, just need to do simultaneous equation or whatever method you can do, okay, to find out the speed of the boat. Okay, so if I add these two equations, this will be gone. I have 2 boat speed is 32. It means the boat speed is 16 km per hour. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, for question 18, it's quite rare to see this kind of question, but no worries, just need to follow the puzzle, okay? The answer for the one across is the square of 8 down. Okay, so you observe the 8 down, there's no 8 down at all. Okay, 1 across will be the square numbers. Okay, square numbers with 3 digits. Okay, so I just list out 121, 144, 169 all the way. Okay, and then the second one, 6 across is half of the 1 across. 6 across is half of the 1 across. So that means if I list down the square number just now, I just list out what is half of them. Okay, meaning that all the odd number will not be available. Okay, then next, 1 down is twice of 2 down. Okay, if 1 down is twice of 2 down, that means 2 down must be more than 500. Am I right? Okay, the 2 down must be more than 500, meaning this digit over here must be more than 5. Okay, so in this case, I will not have this. Okay, so that means 144, I cannot have anything. Okay, for case 2, 196, I will be able to find what is the 1 across, because 600 times 2 will be 1200. Okay, then that means we can use the case 2 answer, 196, 98. Okay, then since 2 down is multiple of 9, this must be a 3. Okay, so if the question asks you to find the 3 digit of the 2 down, then the answer will just be 93. Okay, question number 19. Each of the box below contain either plus or minus sign. Okay, so when I see this for the first time, I'm going to do something that is multiple of 4 and 8. So probably I'm going to match 1 and 7, 2 and 6, 3 and 5, then 4 and 8. Then this is 12, this is 8, this is 8, this is 8. Then I realize I cannot really make a 16. Okay, same thing if I do it in multiple of 4, let's say 1 and 3, 2 and 6, 5 and 8, or 5 and 7, sorry. Then we have 12, 8, 4, then we have 8 and 4. This one, I think I can make a 20. Okay, but I realize if you do that, it will take you quite some time and you might have missed out some of the answers. Okay, then I come up with another idea, which is just add everything, all the numbers from 1 to 8, we will get 36. And then from 36 to get into 16, I need to minus 20. Okay, which means instead of plus, if I change to minus, I need to minus 10 of them. Okay, remember from 36 to 16, okay, I just need to remove the 10 here and minus it by another 10, so that will give me a absolute reduction by 20. Okay, so that means I just need to minus off 10 from all this number. Okay, so that will give me this list. There are 4 ways to do it. The first way is 2 and 8. Second way is 3 and 7. The third way is 4 and 6. And the fourth way is 2, 3 and 5. Okay, you cannot have minus 1, minus 2 and minus 7. Okay, why? Because the 1, there's no sign in front of it. Okay, so we can only have these 4 ways. Okay, question number 20. At a party, each person shake hand with every other person exactly once. And then there are 300 handshake at the party. How many people are there? So this question is a Gauss sum. Okay, because the first person will shake hand with everybody but himself, so it's n minus 1. Then same thing, the second person will also handshake with everybody else but the first person and himself, so n minus 2, and so on and so forth until the second last person will only need to shake hand with the last person. Okay, so this is the Gauss sum. So remember, the Gauss sum will be just the sum of each pair, n times number of terms divided by 2. Okay, so this is quite difficult to do. So we just need to cross multiply this. So n times n minus 1 will give me 600. Then in this case, I just need to find some square numbers that will be closer to 600. So 625, that means 25 times 25 is 625, which means that if I need 600, it's 25 times 24. Okay, so this 25, this 24, so n is 25. Okay, question 21. Another arithmetic question. Okay, but in this case, we're gonna have nothing at all. Okay, there's no clues. The only clue that we have is here. How is it possible for A to change to B without anything in the middle? Okay, which means that A will definitely be 1 greater than B. Since A is 1 greater than B, over here, we can conclude that C will be a 9. Okay, because for example, let's say 2 minus 3. I cannot do it, so I have to borrow 1, make it 12, and minus 3 will give it 9. Then 5 minus 6, also the same thing. If I borrow 1, I will get 9. So that means I borrow 1 here, this will become A minus 1. Okay. A minus 1 minus 9 will give me A also. Okay. So, would there be any borrowing there? Yes, I think there will be borrowing there, right? So, I borrow here, B minus 1. So, B minus 1 minus A. Sorry, B minus 1 minus A will be equals to A. Okay, but it's not possible here. Okay, so that means I need to borrow 1 from A, and B will become 10 plus B. Okay, so it will be 10 plus B here. So that means 9 plus B equals to 2A. Okay, from here it's quite easy to find out the answer already. Okay, so if B plus 9 equals to 2A, that means B must be an odd number. So I've listed out everything over here. Okay, so only 7 satisfy the condition that A is 1 larger than B. Okay, so that means A will be 8, B will be 7, and C will be 9. Okay, so A, B, C is 8, 7, 9. Question 22. A bag is filled with blue and red ball. Audi draw 30 balls randomly and find out that 27 of them is red. That means 3 is blue. He did not replace the ball. And he drew a several rounds of 9 balls. Okay, then he realized that it's exactly 5 is red and 4 is blue for many rounds. That means I can just take it as 5 units and 4 units. Then it also says that you will always maintain at least 70% of the total number of ball. Okay, for the red color. Meaning, this red color over the total, which is 30 plus 9 units, will be always greater than 710. Then if we just do a simple cross multiply, we will get this. Okay, then we just need to find out 1 unit. Okay, will be less than 8 over 13. That means you can just take it as 4 to be the number of 1 unit, which is the number of rounds. Okay, so what is the maximum number of the ball in the beginning? You just take 30 plus 9 units. Okay, which will give us 66. Okay, question number 23. It will be a fraction question. Okay, you have to be comfortable with fraction over a fraction. So when you see this, right, you just need to flip the fraction. Okay, because it just means that 1 divided by A over B, which is just 1 times B over A. Okay, so whenever you see this, remember, change it to B over A. Okay, so now we have 11 over some complicated things over there. Okay, so I just need to find out what is the complicated things over there. 1 over 8 plus 1 over 15 plus 1 over 34 plus 1 over 35. Okay, so I kind of split the denominator into some numbers. Okay, or you just do prime factorization, then just find out what is the lowest common multiple that they have, and then just need to multiply the numerator accordingly. Okay, then you find out that the answer will be equals to 220 over 840, which is simplified into 11 over 42. So that means now my question become like this: 11 divided by 11 over 42. Okay, if you're not sure how to do this, you can do it slowly. Change to this way, then change to times, then you cancel off each other, you get 42. Okay? Okay, question 24. It's a regular pentagon. Regular pentagon means the sides are all the same. Okay, then they ask you to find the value of x here. So for pentagon, when you cut from A to C, okay, this line will be parallel to this line. Okay, same thing, cut from B to D, it will be the same as this line, parallel to this line. Okay, that means in the middle here, we had a parallelogram. Okay, then since this equals to this, okay, and then the angle, you see that this alternate angle, so this is x and this is x, and corresponding angle, this is also x. So since these two are the same and it's parallel, okay, this will be a rhombus. Okay, so that means this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay, then since AED is the angle in the pentagon, so it's 108. Okay, if you haven't memorized, you can always take the formula. Interior angles of the pentagon is 5 minus 2 times 180. Then the answer divided by 5. Okay, so each of them is 108. Or you can also do exterior angle. Okay, to find the exterior angle here, just take 360 divided by 5, get 72. That's why the interior there will be 108. But actually, if you find out the exterior, right, you can use these properties to find x. Yeah. So both ways works. Just that which one is shorter and which one is longer. Okay, question 25. This is a remainder question. So 2 to the power of 2021, you know it's impossible to find. Okay, you just need to find the remainder when it's equal at 7. Okay, so just list out and then find the pattern. So 2, 1 will be a 2, 2, 2 will be a 4, 2, 3 will be 8, but 8 is 1 mod 7, or remainder 1 when they are at 7. So when you see a 1 here, right, you know that it will repeat every 3 terms. Okay, don't believe, you try again. Times 2, become 2, times 2, become 4, times 2, become 8, then become 1 again. Okay, so whenever you see a 1, you know this is a sign for repetition. Okay, so to find out 2021, I just need to divide by 3, okay, which will give me 673, remainder 2. So remainder 2, I'll just take the second one, which is 4. So that means this particular one here will give me remainder 4 when you divide by 7. Okay, then we just need to find the behind part. 2021 divided by 7 will give me remainder 5. That means another 2021 will give me remainder 5. If I multiply them together, it will be 25. Okay, then 25 will be 4 remainder when divided by 7. Okay, that means now the remainder of n when divided by 7 will be 4 plus 4, 8, and then 8 will be 1 remainder and you divide by 7. Okay, so the remainder will be a 1. Right, question 26. There's a triangle. BDEF is a parallelogram, so that means this is equals to this is parallel to this. Then the DC is 9. We need to find AE. We have very limited information over here. So what I will do when I have limited information, I'll probably do the similar triangles. Okay, the ratio of similar triangles. Okay, meaning if this is A, B, C, this is X, Y, Z. Okay, the ratio A with B will be the ratio of X is to Y. Okay, similarly for C and Z also. Okay, so in this case, we have exactly this shape and this shape. Okay, so we're gonna do the ratio X is to X plus 9. Okay, will be equals to AE is to AE plus H. Okay, so that's what we get over here. Then after that, cross multiply. After you cross multiply, you have XAE cancelled with each other. Okay, then I have XH equals to 9AE. Okay, for XH, this is the base and this is the height for this parallelogram. Okay, so XH will be also 153. 153 equals to 9AE means that AE equals to 17. Okay. Question 27 is quite straightforward. Figure 1, you find out that it is equals to 3. Figure 2, that is equals to 5. Figure 3 will be equals to 7. Okay, how to get all this number is just because that this is 2 by 2. In order to make it maximize, I have to cross this 2 plus 1. Okay, for this one, I have to cross this 3 plus this 2 or this 2. Okay, same thing for this one, I have to cross 4 and 3. So figure 3 is 3 plus 4. Figure 2 is 2 plus 3. Figure 1 is 1 plus 2. Okay, or you can also think about it as 2 by 2 figure is 2 plus 1. 3 by 3 figure is 3 plus 2. 4 by 4 figure is 4 plus 3. So, when they ask you about 10 by 10 figure, it will be 10 plus 9. Okay, so the answer for this question will be 19. Okay, question 38. I think this is the most interesting question. The length of the square is 50. Okay, from here probably we need to think what we can get from 50, maybe the area, maybe the parameter. Okay, then you continue with the question. AEF and BGH are both equilateral, so that's why it's 60 and 60 here. So it's also 60. Then find the area shaded in cm square. Okay, then EB over here, okay, will be the same as DF. Okay, just because of the distance of equilateral triangle. Okay, so when you do that, if this is equal to this will be also equal to this. Okay, that means this triangle will be an isosceles right angle triangle. Okay, which means this is 45 and this is 45. Okay, then since this is 45, this is also 45. Okay, let me write down over there. This is also 45. Maybe I change the color. This is 45. Yeah, this is also 45. That means this is also isosceles triangle, HOE. You have to find the area. If you have this one and this one, it will be very great, right? You just take half times that length, but then we don't have. So how? There's still a way to do it. Okay, remember when you have a square, okay, then they give you the diagonal. You can still find this, right? So same thing for this one. This is a triangle and they give you the diagonal. Okay, if you never realize, they give you the diagonal. Okay, the diagonal will be the side of the square. Okay, so it become like this, and you can just cut in the middle and it will be the height. Okay, the height will be 25. So it's half times 50 times 25. It will give you 625. Okay, why is it 25? Because this is right angle isosceles, so it is 25. This is also 45. Okay, so that's why this 25 and this 25. Okay, question 39. 6063 digit number n. Okay, is 6AB, 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 6AB. And then n is a multiple of 77. Find the sum of all possible 2-digit number AB. Wow. Okay, no need to be afraid. We know that this is 6AB, 6AB, 6AB. And then we also know that n is multiple of 77. 77 is 7 times 11. Okay, that means 6AB must be multiple of 7 and 11. Okay, since the number not very huge, Okay, we can also list down the number, but then if we try to use the multiple of 11 rule, which is the sum of odd minus sum of even is multiple of 11, okay, you can find out that 6 plus b minus a is multiple of 11. Means you can have a few choices. Okay, you can have a equals to 6, then b is 0. So when b is 1, a will be 7, b is 2, a will be 8, and so on and so forth. We list all the possibilities. Okay, that means the number is now 660. We check if it's multiple of 7. 671, we also check if it's multiple of 7. 682, we also check if it's multiple of 7. Okay, then the answer that we have will be these two, 693 and 616. Okay, so just need to find out the sum of possible value of AB, which is 9, 3 and 16. Okay. Okay, question 30. This is a railway. All the straight line you can go both ways, but for the circular one, you can only go by anti-clockwise. Now, a tourism board or a tour agency want to design a sightseeing tour such that they will only pass one of the attraction or one of the point once, and then must come back to the same point again. Okay, so what I did, I list down all the possible routes for each of the points. Okay, so for example, A can only go to BE, B can only go to CDE, and so on and so forth. Okay, but what I miss out here is this one. E can go to everywhere. So by right, I shouldn't start my working from A. Okay, I should start my working from E, because if I do from A, I have to check my ending point whether this one can go to A or not. But if I take this one, I don't have to check because all the points can go back to E. Okay. Alright, so for this, if I go from A to B, okay, A can go to A, B and E, right? Then after that, check one by one B. B can only go to CDE, so I'll write a CDE here. And E can go to A, B, C, D. But then I came from A, so I'll just put a B, C, D over here. Then you do the same thing for C. C can go to B, D, E. So I'll just put D, E since I came from B. Okay, then I just do everything one by one and find out there are a few, or rather a lot of ways. Then after that, just need to check if all these points can go back to A. So unfortunately, these two didn't make it, and this one also not possible. Okay, so there will be only 7 ways to go. Okay, I do something for E. Okay, then yeah, I don't need to check whether this one can go back to E because everything can go back to E. Okay, so same thing, there will be 7 ways.